Take 3. This is the one. Sometimes I'm take 12 and take 15. I put a new card up on my live stream, which is running now, kind of saying what some of the games we're gonna be playing on PaulieNickels starting February 22nd. Everybody, a lot of people are familiar with Stash Cash Dash, whereas you use the command win exclamation WIN. That's what we use for all of our giveaways and all the other different like the Stash Cash. You're going to have an unlimited amount of times to type in win, probably for a 4 or 5 minute period, and it will randomly choose somebody from the stream. Now, I've tried this over and over and over and over and over to make sure that 1 of 5 people didn't win it more than the other. And actually, this seems to work. It is pretty randomized, so I kind of trust it. The second thing we're going to be doing is called making sense. This is Angel's idea, and we're gonna draw a card from a deck, not playing cards. She told me she got some cards at the store, and she won't tell me what they are. But we'll draw a card for you, and you'll win anywhere from 1 to 125 Stash Cash. And Nathaniel Tripovich has been nagging about trivia, and we started doing trivia a little bit back in August when I was live streaming. Most of the live streams I did when I first started in April, I took them down because I didn't know where I was going with this channel or what I wanted to do or what I wanted to achieve or what future it was going to have. But we do have, Angel's been working diligently on the internet getting different coin questions, and not just coin trivia, but TV and movies and general trivia. And there's a lot of questions that she asked me today that Ken Peavy would have rattled off an answer in no time at all. But she asked me 71 questions today, and I think I got 10 right. I felt pretty dumb considering I've been collecting coins for 52 years. She pulled some pretty obscure questions out of the air. And you guys are going to I'll ask the questions to you on the stream. And you are most likely going to be dropping your phones in a hurry on the ground if you are using your cell to look up answers on Google, because some of these questions some were tough. We're also doing the stash for likes. For every stash, you get 5 points. So every like you get 5 points. We get five likes. Everybody in the chat will get 25, and so on, and just like that. We also have a thing that's called Here It Comes. And when you see that command come out, I will be the only one that can do that. When you see Here It Comes, somebody is going to randomly win either some additional Stash Cash. You might win a Mercury Dime. You might win a Benjamin Franklin half. We'll see what happens there. We'll see how the show goes. And I do want to just say one thing, that this channel that I'm doing is not in any way a copycat to anybody else who's doing any live streaming. I'm hearing little undertones, and I think it's very unprofessional, if I may use that word. People are sending me messages saying, people are saying everybody's trying to copy Silver Seeker. Nobody's copying Silver Seeker, and least of all me. He has got a fantastic channel and a fantastic show, and I admire what he does. Somebody had asked me to do a game like his, and I said, there's no way I would do a game like Silver Seeker. That's kind of like one of his key marks. I mean, that's something he made for his stream, and I think that if I took that or anybody else, then you are kind of copying. That's why we're making up different things here. We're trying to come up with different ideas to reward our subscribers, and I just don't. It's not nice. I mean, first of all, the bot programs that we all use have been around for a very long time. I didn't use one in the beginning. I looked at them. I messed with them. And I'll go back to what I've talked about before when it comes to flip coin. Now I have flip coin, but I call it stash cash. And I talked about this before, and I looked at it even more closely when I looked at the bots back in May, June, and July, and I was messing around with them. And these bots are in no way, shape, or form anywhere near 50-50. And you know, I'll know that. And I've observed some subscribers on my channel get so angry because they'll lose 15 times in a row. Now, when they're doing this accumulating stash cash right now, there is no timeout period. There's no cool down period. So they can just go with it. And I watched Oldies and Goodies win. No, it was Algia. He won 3 times out of 26 times. And when I was trying these things out, and I didn't use a C compiler to jump in there and look at them, but I know they weren't programmed really with any type of basis for a random algorithm, because if it was 50-50, that's a fairly easy programming routine to get a program to work 50-50 when that's all you're doing. When you have more involved, you've got to insert, in layman's terms, you've got to insert a multitude of combinations, even for 10 different chances. But I wanted to do Arena, and that's another one that we were going to do Arena, and when that rewards one person wins the game, and whoever gets the most points. But that wouldn't be fair either, because the stream does not reach everyone's device at the same time. We have 3 devices running here for half an hour, and the lag between just those devices in the same room got to be quite a bit different. So that wouldn't work, because some people, as a matter of fact, when I watch people play Arena, there was like 6 people playing, and I know they're not slow at typing because I watch them through everything else, and we've talked about this. It just doesn't reach them in time for them to enter the command. So that's out. I want everything to be as fair and square as can be. I will use the built-in random picker on the stash cash choosing of that and such. But when we have any type of a big giveaway like we're going to have in November, I'm going to assign you people numbers. I will not rely on a very weakly programmed random picker like all of the bots that we have. I would much rather whoever's in the chat, I'll give a certain amount of time. It's going to be more time consuming for me and more viewing time for you, but I want it to be fair for everybody. I don't want anybody feeling that they got gypped out of a chance of winning. We will put names in a hat. We will put numbers on a ticket, whatever we have to do. But I'd rather do it that way, and I hope you'll agree with me that that's the fairest way. She picked the winners for our 500 subscribers. We gave everybody a number, assigned a number to everybody who entered the contest, and then we put those numbers in a hat. What did we put them in? We put them in a bowl. But anyhow, she pulled them out, and that's. Listen to this. So listen to this. Are you hearing that?
You see that? You see that, guys?
That is freaky. You know what just happened? Somebody just subscribed to the channel. Canadian Relic Hunter subscribed to the channel. And every time somebody that, you know what? That's classic right there. That is classic, because when Canadian Relic Hunter subscribed, he heard Darnell laugh. That's what happens on my live stream. I love Darnell. He's a great guy. Not because he offered coins. He's just a great guy. His grandma taught him well. But anyhow, I wanted to throw this out. I hope there's no hard feelings, but I'm gathering there are, and that's not right, guys. We're all in this for one thing, and that's to enjoy the numismatic community. I'm not here to make any money. I have been collecting since way back, and I probably started collecting before a lot of you were born. So with that, I say good night to you, and get in the stream, get your stash cash, because you will be able to purchase Mercury Dives, Benjamin Halves, War Nickels with free stash cash. So enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you soon on the next video, on the next good hunt, or back soon. Bye.